Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm here again with Glenn. I feel my whole life I've had so much pain in my shoulder through a lot of traveling, always being on set, modeling, to a point that I couldn't barely lift things and was always uncomfortable. Over quarantine we have been working on a lot of shoulder exercises, and today we want to share the best ones with you to fix our problem.
Yeah, so you can follow along. We're literally going to go over the routine that we went over for Sanne to fix her shoulder. Now the shoulder joint is very complex. It's supposed to do all of these crazy things. So we're going to do our best to give you the 4 most important things you can do to improve shoulder mobility and stability. If it still hurts afterwards, go see a professional in person or go to ResetU Fitness where we can give you a one-on-one evaluation. But this should help. So grab a foam roller.
Yeah, this is what we need.
A broomstick, and then
a high chair.
Yeah, we're gonna use a high chair. You could use the back of your couch, but get everything set up. Just like on our last video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna foam roll our tissue first, release our nervous system, get everything kind of gliding and sliding, and then we're gonna move everything back into place. So Sanne is gonna demonstrate the Lat Foam Roll.
Good.
So your lat, it's this big muscle right here. And what that does is it internally rotates your shoulders inward. So she's gonna keep her hands intertwined behind her head. She's gonna stick the foam roller right in your armpit. So feel free to stick it right in your armpit and just rotate your torso back and forth, nice and slow. We're gonna go for 90 seconds. So we'll have a timer up here for you. Go ahead and follow along. And we're doing 90 seconds because it takes 90 seconds for tissue change. So don't rush this part, go back and forth, take your time. If you feel a knot, just pause on that knot, like she's doing right now. Relax, sit there for a second, and then let it release on its own.
Trying to breathe through the exercise.
Yes, and for most people, this is a very neglected area. We don't foam roll our lats. This isn't the thing that most people do, and because of that, our shoulders are rolled forward like I'm sitting right now. You could be driving for a long time, could be working at a computer for a long time, you could be modeling like Sanne does. Anything where your shoulder's forward like this, over time it builds muscular imbalances that pull the shoulder joint forward in the socket. The main thing that's really tightening up that area is your upper chest and your lat. So we're gonna work on both sides of our lat, wait till they release, and then we're gonna start to mobilize the joints. This should help a ton. How do you feel, Sanne?
This is probably my favorite exercise of all of them.
It's the best, dude.
No, it feels really good. I'm trying to hold it on trigger points, I feel.
So a trigger point for you guys is when you hold the tissue down. So your tissue has layers of fascia with fluid that goes through it, almost like a wafer cookie. So when she's trigger pointing, she's just literally holding the pressure there, waiting, and then releasing so that new fluid can come through and open up that tissue. So guys, go ahead and switch sides. We're gonna do 90 seconds on the other side. And if you have a shoulder issue on one side and you're in a rush, go ahead and just do one side, but normally posture, it's bad on both sides, to be honest. There's usually one side that's a little bit worse than the other, but yeah, we really wanna make sure you have good posture on both sides.
Yeah, I feel this side goes much easier.
For you?
It goes easier, but I need to go slow.
This is probably one of the most painful foam rolling areas for you to begin with. So if you're making it through this, you're a warrior. I'm proud of you.
I know, these are evil when you just start with it, but I promise, after doing this more often, it's going to make such a big difference.
And stay within your rotation too. As you can see, Sanne's got insane flexibility, rotation. She can rotate all the way forward, all the way back. If you don't have that range of motion in your shoulder, there's a part that's pinching or feels tight, stay within your happy zone. You don't want to push yourself. You want to let your body release itself. So I think we have 30 seconds left on our timer. If I'm looking up at it right now. So
you guys can see.
Feel free to get any of those last knots. The next one is actually my favorite. So you're getting Sanne's favorite first, and then you're getting my favorite. All right, so that's 90 seconds. You made it. Amazing job. Now we're gonna do my favorite, the foam roll angel. So it's basically a snow angel with a foam roller to release your rhomboids and your traps. So she's got a position right in between her spine. You wanna position the foam roller in between your spine, in between your shoulder blades, so it's resting on your spine. Make sure your head is elevated and make sure your butt is on the ground. Sanne has her knees bent too to create stability through her core. Now what she's gonna do is she's gonna open up her palms facing up and she's gonna move them around like a snow angel. This is funny because you're literally an angel.
I know. I was matching for today's video. Yeah, this exercise I really noticed like opens up my chest a lot. Like I do this in the morning and I just feel I'm standing up way more straight.
This is my favorite one to do after any sort of trip. There's no better feeling than this. If there was one, long car ride. If there was one that I could do, I would do this one. Because it's like a stretch for your chest and it's also working those muscles around your shoulder blades. And your shoulder blades, most of the time, there's a dysfunctional shoulder. You're gonna find dysfunction in the shoulder blade. People forget that shoulder blade is actually connected to the shoulder joint. And it's gotta swing around your rib cage like this through all these ranges of motion. So if any of those muscles are really tight or bound up, it's not gonna work. Did you get 10?
I did get 10.
Okay, awesome. Extra. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to do a lat stretch and then we're gonna stretch our chest. So now that the tissues are relaxed, they're mobile, now we're actually going to use our equipment here. Here you go.
So I just grabbed a broomstick out of my closet. You can use it as home or if you're in a gym, some type of stick.
And grab the broomstick either with your hands like perfectly shoulder width apart like this or in a V like Sanne has. The V is gonna be way more difficult because your hands are gonna wanna turn in, internally rotate like this. So her hands will want to move in. That's because her lats are tight. Your lats at home are probably tight if that's happening too as well. This V structure is actually super advanced. So if you can do it, awesome. If not, start with just the straight grip. And then we're gonna line up against, this could be the back of your couch, a bench, and your goal is you're gonna drop your head, drop the bar over, and drop your hips all at the same time in unison. Stretch. That's 1, and we're gonna do 10 times. And remember, you're not trying to get all of the range of motion in one shot. You're gonna let your body relax over time, and literally by rep 10, you'll be a completely different person.
Oh my God,
That's 2.
They always say like progress goes very slowly, but this exercise, you notice, you get definitely a couple inches deeper.
3. 4. 5, and take your time as you guys are doing this at home. 6, it's much more difficult than it looks.
I know, this is like a full body exercise.
7. But there's a lot that goes into this. So not only is it helping out your lats, stretching your shoulders, but it's also giving you proper T-spine flexibility. And 2 more. So your upper back isn't rounded like a turtle as you get older. Happens to a lot of us. 1 more. Awesome. So we stretched out the back, we stretched out the lats. Last but not least, we're gonna work on this chest muscle here. Now, if you have tight shoulders, usually this chest is shortened and it's pulling everything forward. So what we're gonna do is a contract release technique. We're gonna do a chest wall stretch, and we're gonna do a 5-second activation. You're gonna do that by pushing your arm against the wall. So push against the wall first. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then she's gonna stretch. And she's amazing at this, obviously. The way she does it is she's twisting her hips to get full range of motion. You at home, if you don't have that range of motion in your chest, as you're stretching, Just think, I want to keep my forearm and my hand on the wall and feel the stretch through your chest.
And honestly, the best part about this exercise is you can literally do this everywhere because you do not need any equipment. Often when I'm on the road or sometimes even on airports or on set, I'm in the bathroom, I literally do this stretch secretly just to open up my chest and shoulders.
All right, that's good. We're gonna do the other side now. 5-second press.
I'm gonna use my fridge here.
And 30-second stretch. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stretch. This is funny. When I do this, I don't look like a model. When you do it, you for sure look like a model. I guess you can't turn it off, huh?
I don't know. Maybe.
And that's about 30 seconds. You got like 10 seconds left. Just breathe. We're almost there. This is the last one. You made it. Now, as we're finishing up, your shoulders feel good. Your neck feels good. If you have any lower back or hip pain, make sure you subscribe, because we're not stopping with the upper body. We're gonna go over the lower body next time.
In our next upper videos, I hope you enjoyed these 4 very effective exercises. And honestly, I think consistency at the end is really the key to do this every single day, or to try to find a moment as many times as possible throughout the week to really get those results. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, stay tuned for all the upcoming videos. Also, don't forget to find Glenn on ResetU and find more like stretching videos, which can help you a lot. Bye.
See ya.